seconds, I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Dante Wright is pronounced dead at the scene, and while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
What's good, YouTube? Jumba99 podcast, back at you guys again with another video presentation. Kyle realizes she just made the worst mistake of her life. Without further ado, guys, let's get on with the content.
I'll explain what's going on. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hands right back.
Bro, where's...
Wait.
Nah, he just...
Don't.
I'll tease you!
Damn, chill.
Okay.
I grabbed the wrong gun.
A traffic stop in the spring of 2021 turns into chaos for the officers, the driver, and the entire community when a fatal mistake becomes a national flashpoint, igniting a wave of unrest. As agitation spreads throughout the city, the tensions between the police and the public erupt, and the world watches to see what justice will look like in this explosive case.
What's going on? They jumping on the damn cars. Is that a police cruiser?
now. I got this war zone.
The following report is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. On April 11, 2021, two officers in Brooklyn Center, Minnesota stop a car when they notice expired tabs and an obstruction hanging from the rearview mirror.
Oh, sakes, dude. Really?
Move forward.
You're gonna stop right here.
Officer Kimberly Potter takes up position at the rear of the car as her trainee, Officer Anthony Lucky, approaches the door.
Hey, what's going on, man? You got a driver's license and proof of insurance for me at all? You don't have a driver's license? Okay. What's your name? You're Dante? Okay, gotcha. Well, there's a couple things here's when I stopped
You're Dante. Okay, got
you. The air freshener hanging down there? Yep, can do that. And then our other question is your tabs. Yeah, just keep looking for the insurance, and then I'm gonna write your name, date of birth down. All right.
The man they've pulled over is 20-year-old Dante Wright, and a young woman named Elena is in the passenger seat.
I wanted to say he was lying, but I think he's honestly telling the truth. So,
As the police run Dante's information through the system, Dante calls his mom for advice.
He calls me and he said, "Mom, I just been pulled over." And I said, "For what?" Like, that was just my first response. Like, what did you do? And he said I had air fresheners in the window or in the rearview mirror. And then I said, "Okay, well, take them down." He was like, "You think I'm in trouble?" I was like, "No, you're not in trouble. What would you be in trouble for?"
But what the police find shifts the course of this traffic stop.
Just run him as Dante Wright. No, just run him like you were in DBS.
Yeah.
Just don't put all that other information in.
oh,
See what it gives you.
Status, suspended, mail, state records hit.
See? You don't want to code for yourself.
he's got a gross misdemeanor warrant, and there's an OFP for a female, so I need to ID her. There's also residue, like weed on the middle console. So,
Man, that ain't.
search the car.
Probably search the car.
Apparently, the car is his brother's.
You want to tell him what the warrant's for?
Warrant is for the weapons violation.
The officers, who have now been joined by a sergeant, return to arrest Dante, taking the first steps toward an encounter that will end in disaster.
Just have him step on out.
Hey, Dante. All right, man, here, do me a favor. Just step out of the car real quick, okay? And I'll explain what's going on. You can just put your phone on the dashboard there, okay? And then the paper. I'll explain all that in a second.
I wouldn't even ask, am I going to jail? Once I get told that I'm getting out of the car, I know I'm going to
Okay, just turn around. Put your hands on your back.
You didn't tell you're under arrest, Dante.
Okay, so you are going to be under arrest, okay? You do have a warrant, so. Don't.
I'm not doing nothing.
Don't. You're tensing up, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep your hands on your back. Wait. Wait. Don't.
I'll tase you!
But Officer Potter's taser is holstered on the left side of her belt. She reaches to the right, tragically grabbing her 9mm instead.
I'll tase you!
Oh my god.
Taser, taser, taser!
But the next sound is not the
Fatal.
electric crackle of a taser, but the loud report of a single gunshot. Dante Wright is instantly aware of what happened.
Ah, he shot me.
Oh, right. I just shot him.
You did?
Yes!
Okay.
I grabbed the wrong gun! I shot him! Oh my god!
Okay. Kim, sit down.
The booming sounds from down the street are from Dante's car smashing into an oncoming SUV before rolling to a stop at an intersection a block away from the initial incident. One cop is already on the scene, and soon there will be many others.
Rachel comes at shots fired. Start more units, please. We're gonna need additional units.
North on the red.
This is Pod 5, the first fully immersive sleep system. Intelligent.
And begin performing a first aid on them.
Paramedics quickly arrive at the scene as well, but little can be done.
As I approached, I believe they stopped doing CPR. I checked a pulse on his right carotid for what I was aiming at about 10 seconds. I moved over to the left carotid to check over there as well. I did not feel a pulse.
Dante Wright is pronounced dead at the scene, and while it's not clear if Officer Potter immediately received the news, a Hennepin County lieutenant finds her in a worrying state.
I don't know why she even crying. I understand the shock and the frustration of the action that she just did by taking somebody's life. But sometimes the consequences of our actions is too much for us to bear.
I got down to her level and I'm talking to her, and she was just repeating some things, and I just told her to stop talking. She repeatedly kept saying that she wanted to die. Again, how my conclusion came that there was something critical that took place.
She only wanted to die because she took somebody's life and she worried about jail time.
I'm going to prison. I want to die. Just let me die. I talked to her sergeant twice, and on the second time, he finally listened to me. I said, you need to take her gun from her, because I didn't know the whole realm of it, but I knew it wasn't good.
Officer Potter is led to an ambulance where she's checked out before being transported back to the police station. Officer Potter, of course, is far from the only person experiencing trauma from the day's events.
I went outside screaming, I was just so distraught. My neighbors heard me, and my neighbor's like, no, I'll drive you. And there was so much traffic, and I was like, oh my God, I can't. I got out of the car and I started running, but it was so far away. So I had to get back in the car, and I couldn't go any further. I just see yellow tape.
In the meantime, cops from several departments and jurisdictions have blanketed the area, and many still have very little knowledge about what happened.
Hi there. No, I don't have all the details. I just replaced my partner about 5 minutes ago.
I hope it wasn't one of our own, huh? So you is that inconsiderate to the point where you disregard. Yes, he had a warrant for his arrest, but she killed him in cold blood. Or I wouldn't really say cold blood, but she made a foolish decision not paying attention. And it ended in this man dying. Like I said, when you're a black man in this world, especially when it comes to the police and when they end up killing you, you're disposable. Really, anybody that gets killed by the police is disposable because the police is going to protect their own anyway.
I haven't heard about any officers being hurt at all, but I don't know any details.
When Dante's mom finally gets to the scene, she's confronted with the same lack of answers.
I finally got into the yellow tape, and the police officers were stopping me. I'm like, oh my God, is that my son? And I seen the car that we just gave my son 2 weeks ago was smashed up with another car. And I was like, oh my God, was he in an accident? And Brooklyn Center police officers were talking to me, and they said they had no information. They don't know what happened. I said, well, I know what happened. I was on the phone. You shot my son.
The sight of this many police cars has attracted attention, and it's not long before the mood grows hostile.
Oh, it's me. You're the one that's yelling out a window while you're driving. These people don't even know what happened. I don't even know what happened, and they're threatening to hurt people. Unbelievable.
But the atmosphere
What's unbelievable is how y'all don't care. And how some of these officers get a power and they get a kick out of being in that position. A lot of officers are power driven. A lot of people, a lot of cowards join these military, law enforcement. It's all a gang of codes that you gotta follow the rules of. And it all goes by rank. But when certain people get into these positions, I've been in the military before. I don't speak about it much, but I've been in the military. It all goes by rank and experience, and your respect goes up the longer you're in. But some of these people are so much of a coward that once they become a cop, it's like they gotta abuse their authority.
Surrounding police shootings is tense in the spring of 2021, and that tension is perhaps especially palpable here in Brooklyn Center, where, less than 10 miles away, Derek Chauvin is on trial for the 2020 death of George Floyd, and as news breaks out about Dante's shooting, the gathering crowd begins to take the shape of a full-fledged protest.
Dante, right! Dante, right! Hold the space! Hold the space! Next people to come in Avenue North, Lee Avenue North. Get people here. Do not be violent training by these pigs. Do not be training by them. I want you to fight them. Get people here right now. Next people here. Avenue North right now. Do not go for the Ocho. The reason why they have so many pigs out here is because they know
brutality. It's a crying shame. I'm gonna skip and go ahead a little bit because we're gonna get to right here. This is where I need to be.
Degree manslaughter in the death of Dante. Officer Potter resigns from the Brooklyn Center Police Department on April 13th, 2 days after the shooting. The following day, she is arrested and charged with second-degree manslaughter in the death of Dante Wright.
So, yep, I'm just gonna, I know, I'm very sorry. Just, let's just face this way just for the sake of it. I'm just gonna pat everything down. Do you have underwear on?
No, I just sports bra on.
Okay.
Wow, that quick. That ass is, your life is transformed that quick. One moment you're a free cop. All you had to do was follow the rules and don't be corrupt. Next moment, you getting charged and potentially face to lose years to a corrupt system that is made to see you fail.
There's no pockets. There. Just kick your leg a little bit for me, thank you.
As she arrives at the jail, Potter has an emotional exchange with the officer escorting her.
I'd give you a hug, but that's probably not allowed.
What's that?
I can't give you a hug. It's probably not allowed.
Yeah, I just be aware that once you walk in the door, everything is recorded, so to speak, and phone calls and everything. Just, I'm sure you know that. I'm just okay, and we'll make this as quick and painless as possible.
In September, the Minnesota Attorney General added first-degree manslaughter to her charges. At trial, Potter told the jury that she had never before used her taser or her gun on duty in her 26 years of policing and insisted that she didn't want to hurt anybody that day.
She been doing this for 26 years. In 26 years of being a cop, one decision can ruin your life. And you can lose your position as a cop. Go to prison for 10 years. 10 years. I doubt she'll do the 10. They'll probably give her 5. She'll probably do half of the sentence. Half at most. Get out. She don't got 25 years. She still got time to think about her decisions. But she don't got, it's not like she's going to be gone for the rest of her life. So these 5 to 10 more years, let her think and sit on the decisions that she made. And once she come back out here, make it hard for her. Make it hard.